Hi, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Panda Class with Mr. B. That's me. So glad you can come back and enjoy another episode of our fun, exciting stories. As you know, all these stories can be found at your local library. Today we have Friends by Helme Heine. It's a nice little story about three friends. This story was written in 1982. Every morning when Charlie Rooster strutted out into the barn to wake the other animals, Johnny Mouse and Fat Percy went with him to help. Good friends always stick together, they said. When this job was done, they wheeled their bicycles out of the barn and set off for their morning ride. They could ride down the roughest paths and up the steepest cliffs. No curve was too sharp for them and their bicycle. No puddle was deep enough to stop them. One day, they played a game of hide and seek by the village pond. While Johnny Mouse was hiding, he discovered an old boat lying in the tall grass. He showed his friends, and they decided to play pirates. Arr! Good friends always decide things together, they said. Johnny Mouse took the tiller. Jolly Rooster opened his wings to make the sail, and Fat Percy plugged up the hole inside of the boat by sitting on it. They sailed out on the open water, and as the day went on, they felt very brave and bold. They conquered the village pond. Hooray! But hunger finally sent them back to the shore. First they tried to catch a fish, but their stomachs rumbled so loudly that they frightened all the fish away. Then they went looking for cherries. They shared them, some for Johnny Mouse, some for Charlie Rooster, and twice as many for Fat Percy. Johnny Mouse didn't mind, but Charlie Rooster complained. He said it was unfair, so they gave him all the cherry stones. Friends are always fair, they said. They ate so many cherries that they all got stomach aches and had to sit down for a while before they started back. And as evening fell and the shadows grew longer, they bicycled home. Behind the hen house near the water barrel, they swore to be friends forever. Good friends always stick together, they said. They decided to spend the night in Johnny Mouse's house, but Charlie Rooster got stuck in the doorway. Then Fat Percy invited them to spend the night with him, but Johnny Mouse said he didn't want to sleep in a pigsty. Finally, Charlie Rooster suggested sleeping in the henhouse. They tried to rest on a perch high above the ground, but it broke. So sadly, they said good night to each other and went their own ways, to their own beds. Sometimes good friends can't be together, they said. But that night they dreamed about each other the way true friends do. And this is a cute little story here. It says, I love my friends, and I look after them well. In Africa, for example, where I lived for 12 years, I had a wild pig that stayed with me in my house. I lived, but whenever I went to town, I put a collar with its name and address on my pet just in case it got lost. As soon as the collar was on, the pig jumped onto the front seat of my car and urged me to go. I also had chickens in my backyard. Each one had a name. None of them ended up in my pot because friends with names you simply cannot eat. They thanked me by sharing their eggs with me. I was not all that fond of mice in my house until one day I found a baby mouse caught in a glass jar. Of course, I saved its life. It overwhelmed me with its charm, and I changed my attitude completely. We lived together happily ever after. You can see this little picture here. For the time being, my best friend is a sheep that likes to go fishing with me in New Zealand, where I spend long, sunny winters. There's a sheep in a boat. And that's the story of our friends. So glad you, as my friend, could join me again today. As always, friends, on my favorite place, Panda Class with Mr. B. That's me. So glad you could join us again. And I hope you can come back again soon. As always, friends, let's raise our left hands. Ready? Pinch pot, cheese, cheese, cheese. Pinch pot, cheese, cheese, cheese. So nice for you to come by. I'll see you again soon. Bye.